Well, a bill that some state lawmakers say will regulate school curriculums is on its way to the House floor.
The House Education Committee voted this morning to move forward with that controversial proposal. As CBS 4 State House reporter Kristen Eskow reports, it comes the same day a similar bill was tabled in the Senate.
The bill passed the House Education Committee earlier, mostly along party lines. Now, an amendment was added and approved that includes a provision that specifies what kinds of historical injustices would be allowed to be taught in the classroom.
Teach the facts. The facts will talk to students.
Republican State Representative Tony Cook is leading a push in the House to regulate school curriculum. The bill would prohibit schools from teaching certain concepts, including any person being inherently superior or inferior to another, and would also ban schools from teaching about any subject that might make students feel discomfort.
I was a U.S. history teacher. I taught them with facts. Facts is different than theory.
The bill passed committee despite concerns raised during hours of public testimony this week, among them that a teacher's license could be suspended or revoked.
There's never a point where teachers can get through the day feeling like they can exhale and got through a day without a violation.
Cook added an amendment creating a 30 business day statute of limitations on complaints of possible violations. The amendment also allows for the teaching of historical injustices against values that conflict with the U.S. Constitution. State Representative Vernon Smith, also an educator, says that protection doesn't go far enough.
When we start talking about racism, that's part of our country's fabric. You may not want to really discuss all the ills of it.
Now, it's not clear right now exactly when this legislation may be voted on by the full House, but that could happen as soon as next week. Now, over on the Senate side, Senate President Pro Tem Roderick Bray says he could not provide a date of exactly when the Senate Education Committee could pick up its version of the legislation again. At the State House, Kristen Eskow, CBS 4 News.
Kristen, thank you. As we said, the Senate version of this bill was pulled off the schedule today. Lawmakers are still working on it. The move comes after State Senator Scott Baldwin made a comment saying teachers should not specify Nazism or other isms, in his words, are inherently bad. He later apologized for those comments. Senate Pro Tem Roderick Bray spoke about Baldwin's comments last night following the State of the State address.
I can say unequivocally condemn the idea of Nazism or fascism, and when that is taught in school, and it needs to be taught in school, it needs to be done so in such a way that we can understand and let our kids understand that humanity can be really rough and sometimes really bad to other folks. We'll continue to try and debate that bill.
You can read the bills online at CBS4Indy.com. Just look for this story at the front of our homepage.